Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Satini. Thank you for stopping by. If you like the content that you see on this channel, please feel free to subscribe, to like, to share, and to leave a comment. Today's video is going to be all about friendship. I've always kept my friendship circle really small over the years, and I've always had long-term friendships. But over the years, some of those friendships have stayed, some of those relationships have ended, some have just phased out. You know, we were in different different mindsets in our lives, and we didn't have a lot in common anymore. So, you know, that friendship ended. For some, I had to end the friendship because they became toxic, or you know, sometimes somebody moved far away and then we just lost contact. But there are so many of those friendships that have stayed in my life, so I'm gonna go through a few of those today. I have how many friends do I actually have? You know, there's those close friends, and then those friends that you still talk to once in a while, and they're not very close. But anyway, I have one of my friends. Her name is Alicia. We have been friends since 2014. No, maybe 2013. But she's one of the people that I speak to very often. Sometimes, because life gets in the way, I don't speak to her every day, but she's someone that is very dear to my heart. She understands me, she gets me. She's somebody who will listen without judging. You know, we have really stuck it through. Even though we are in different places in the world, we have really stuck it through throughout the years, and we've seen each other through some storms. So she's somebody that I really appreciate. Another one of my friends, her name is Clarice. We've been friends also around the same timeline, 2013, 2012. And she's not much older than me, but I feel like she takes on the big sisterly role more. She's one of those people that I go to when I have a problem and I need her unfiltered opinion. She's one of those people. She's very close to my heart as well. She's one of those people who, if I'm crying, she will slap me back to reality, you know. Yeah, and that's my husband. Hello, honey.
I have to talk with you.
With me? Okay. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, she's one of those friends that would like slap me back to reality if I'm like, you know, whining about something or about a situation, or just crying my eyes out, and I need somebody, you know, to like say, look, you can handle this. She's one of those friends. She also lives very far from me, but we don't talk every day, but we talk very often. And she's one of those friends that is like a comfort friend to you, you know. You know that they're there when you need them. You know that when stuff is going down, she's one of those friends that who will be there for you. I appreciate having her in my life. From there, I have friends that I have made over the years, all very special to me. Friends that, yeah, maybe we don't talk every day, we don't have as much in common, but they're still important in my life. They still play a vital role in my life. I've also got family members that I regard as more than just family. They're friends as well. They are highly appreciated in my life as well. But I want to talk more about those friends that I've let go over the years. I have about 3 that I have in mind. The third one's not really a friend as such, but I thought that we were friends, but I'm not so sure now. So the first one is this girl. We were friends for, I think, since 2010. and we were really good friends. I liked her. You know when you just like somebody? I liked her vibe. I really liked her. But then it was a friendship where I was giving, but she never gave anything back. Not talking about money or anything like that, but you know, a friend whom if you look, you're the one who's always visiting, they never visit you. And she had such a, I don't want to say a toxic vibe, but whenever there was something good going on in your life and you'd want to share it with your friend, she'd be like, well, yeah, even though I don't have that, at least I'm happy, you know, or comments like that. And she trampled on my feelings a lot, you know. She didn't take my feelings into account whenever she said something, and she would always blame it on hormones and stuff like that. But I got tired of that, and I was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I need somebody in my life who will be happy for me without thinking about their own situation. She had a lot going for her as well, and every time she would tell me about the good things going on in her life, I would be very happy for her, but she never gave that back, you know. And then early this year, I asked myself, I was like, why am I keeping this person in my life? Why is this person in my circle? So I was like, I don't really like breaking up with friends, but I actually let her know. I was like, look, I'm not happy with ABC. And I was expecting that we would probably be able to repair the friendship, because I was like, look, I feel like I'm the one who always giving, blah, blah, blah. And she went super defensive. She like blew. She like, oh, you think you're better than me? I was like, where is this coming from? You know a friend when you're arguing with them and they start saying, oh, you think you're better than me because you have this job, or you have this car, or you have this house, you know? That kind of friend. Underlying, are you trying to say that my successes bother you? I didn't get it. So I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting this response, but thank you very much, goodbye. And I cut ties with that person. And my second friendship that I let go was a girl that I knew very well, and it was a time when life was very difficult for me, and I felt like she became friends with me because she needed help with certain things. And when we were with other people, she would mock me, and I sat there and I was like, I was in a really bad space at that time with myself, my self-worth and everything, and I would just keep quiet whenever I had, and she didn't hide the comments she made. Like she made it in full, you know, ear of me listening, and I was like, what? But I sat down and I was like, do I really need this in my life? I didn't have much in common with her. I think at that time I was in a really, really bad space in my life, emotionally, financially. I wasn't ready to let go of any type of affection that I got. But then I sat down and I was like, nope. And I just woke up one day and I was like, no, this is not what friendship should be. And I just blocked her on all social media accounts, and then I just moved on. I didn't offer an explanation or anything like that. I felt that it wasn't needed. So I just said my goodbyes and I moved on. And she actually tried to reach out like a few times because she didn't know why I blocked her or anything. So I kind of understand her reaching out, but I was done. I just didn't need another drama like, you know, the first friend. Third friend that I gave up. This is a friendship that actually hurt to give up. I don't know if I fully healed from the friendship, but anyway, I had this friend of mine, ride or die kind of friend. We were through storms together. We were through greatness together. It was that kind of friendship. It was that friendship where I killed somebody, bring a shovel, I'm bringing the shovel kind of friendship. Like, this was somebody that I can personally say that as a friend, they had a space in my heart. I love them that much. Honestly, still to this day, I think I still love them. The only problem with that person is that they were into a lot of dodgy things, and you know, birds of the same feathers fly together, as people say, and it started to reflect badly on me. And there were, you know, that friend who's always surrounded by drama, like drama. And I sat down one day and I was like, I'm in a good path in my life. Maybe one day, if they fix their life, we could be friends again. And another thing with this particular friend is that they would always make fun of my fashion sense. To be honest, I have zero fashion sense. I don't have any fashion sense. You give me money to go shopping, an endless budget, I will come out with the most weird looking pieces you've ever seen in your life. That's who I am. And then she would, at that time, I actually couldn't afford to buy, you know, boutique clothing and stuff like that. And the little that I had was all that I had. And they would make fun of me in front of people about my clothing. And even in private when we were together, about my clothing and other stuff. And sometimes they would make fun of me about things that I couldn't change. The way I spoke, the way I walked, the way I you know, carried myself. And some of that started to you know, imprint on me, and I lost my confidence because of that. I started to stammer. I started to grind my teeth more often because I didn't like the person I saw in the mirror anymore. I was like, I'm not good enough, because a friend of mine had told me that I wasn't good enough. And I sat down, it was last year I think, and I sat down, I was like, Satini, what is this friendship giving you? Not like, first of all, this is a friend that I spoke to. That's how close we were. We spoke every single day for at least 3 hours. So this was somebody I had in common with. I had a lot of stuff in common with. This was my best friend in a way. This was my ride or die. I genuinely will always love them. I won't lie. They had so many good qualities. They helped mold me into the person I am today in certain areas of my life. But when it came to building my confidence and stuff like that, they were not that person. They were the kind of person when I would want to venture into something, they'd be like, you're not good at that. And sometimes I'll be like, but I am good at that. But because they said I'm not good at that, I would think that, okay, maybe I'm not good at that. You can't be good at everything, but you can train yourself. You can't be great at anything, at everything, sorry. You can't be great at everything, but you can train yourself to be good enough at something with practice. And they made me feel like that was not possible. So I sat down one day and I remember I spoke to my partner about this and I was like, honey, so this friend, I think it's time for me to cut ties. And my partner was like, it is long overdue from the stories you've told me. And I was so sad, like I was losing somebody that I spoke to, like I said, every day and for such an hours a day, and I was very sad, and I couldn't bring myself to end the relationship face to face. Looks like I have a problem with actually ending relationships face to face, but I just knew that if I spoke to him I would cry, or they would convince me to change my mind. Probably that's what they would have done. They would have been like, no, my friend, I'm really sorry. I didn't realize I was making you feel that way. I will change. But that wasn't the only problem. It was also them always being in some sort of trouble that also bothered me. So I was like, I need friends who are not always hunting for trouble, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the kind of person who's always hunting for trouble, who's always trying to be in trouble. I'm the kind of person who likes tranquility and peace and making other people happy. That is who I am deep inside. So I just blocked them on social media. I blocked them on email. And they're a persistent friend. It's the kind of friend who will look for you on all platforms if they can't find you. But I was like, the only way I can do it is just a clean cut. No discussions, no goodbyes, no whatnot. I'm just left with the good memories. So right guys, that is the end of this video. I will see you in the next one. If anything, guard the people that you put in your inner circles. And if you have those friends that you've known all your life, good friends, friends that will love you through it all, keep them close. Those friends are hard to find. And bye-bye.